A crucial part of architectural design is the experience through space, the perception of what the individual feels through a certain atmosphere. Experiencing through space is a subtle act of the human body and mind, where our subconscious reacts and makes us feel differently towards different architectural compositions, such as geometry and perspective. This video will compare the contrast between the Lightspeed office headquarters to the Archipelago Contemporary Art Center. The Archipelago Contemporary Arts Center is located in São Miguel, Portugal. Designed by João Mendes Ribeiro and Menos Amais architects, the project sought to combine the industrial characteristics of the existing tobacco building with the new construction of the Arts and Cultural Center. By experimenting with different scales, it forces the observer to travel through different perspectives. The observer must travel through different geometries such as arches, cantilever overhangs, and through tight and open spaces. It is important to note that this building does not exaggerate or contrast between the old and the new, but rather having them come together into one cohesive identity. Spatial relationships are then enhanced by materiality by using volcanic stone masonry and smooth concrete to balance and contrast between the rigid and smooth form. Honing back on the Canadian comparison, ACF Architects transformed the arches of the Montreal Garvitcher into a contemporary office for the software company Lightspeed. Located in Montreal, the original intent was to aim to keep the character of the Garvitcher Chateauesque architecture, while also introducing contemporary design elements. The spatial design was incorporated to simulate the atmosphere of the landing area of the train station through the use of its arches and narrow perspectives, which paid homage to the original railway building in 1898. To the east and the west of the main hall, the office's monochrome theme continues to inform of the bright white corridors with curved cavernous ceilings. These white corridors create a transition between the office's dark elevator hall and the brighter meeting rooms and work zones, which are completed with more exposed brick walls and light wooden beam structure. This creates a juxtaposition between the old and the new. Comparing both projects, there's both an emphasis on spatial design through the contrast between geometries and changes in perspective between both existing buildings. Although both projects work in different scales, both create a narrative while traveling through its space. Personally, the Lightspeed office has achieved the most successful spatial design even with such a small area to work with, as its unique form reflects the old railway building, creating a narrative while also making the workspace seem larger with its narrow to open transitions.